Hello everybody, welcome back to Ben Trading Cards, and today in Ben Talks, let's talk about the sale of MetaZoo to a new company worth $2,050,000 US dollars. And we're gonna talk about the people behind this sale and then the background. I created this video because one of my patrons asked me, and he was surprised, why am I buying Nightfall single cards? I found that it's really very cheap. I'm gonna show you maybe in the next few days. So I bought these cards because I'm quite positive that it's gonna push through, okay? So he's asking, why are you buying? MetaZoo is dead. Okay, I said, no, I found that MetaZoo was under the bidding process. So the first, that was, I think, August, around there, last month, or 2 months, 1 to 2 months ago. So there was a bidding. The bidding started at 500,000. Then they increased until they came up with the $2,050,000. That's what is the price of the amount that was the highest bidder. Then it was finalized. Then that says that's the sale of MetaZoo. That's the cost of the whole IP, everything, physical, digital, NFTs, something like that. So everything. So it was arranged, but the Chapter 7 trustee needs to file to consider the sale of this one, needs to file to the court so that it's going to be like the approval of the courts because it's under bankruptcy, right? So the debtor's assets will be bought by the new company, which is, the name is MetaTwo, so TWO. And it seems that MetaTwo, METATWO, was established on September 2024. So that's the day they had won the bidding. So that means they created this MetaTwo after or on the day that they won the bid, okay? So who's the man behind, or the person behind this MetaTwo? Because it's so interesting to know who's this guy. Is he capable of doing the management team? Because MetaZoo was mismanaged, right? The IP, the game, and the community is really very, I can say that it's high value. And the only thing that was having the cause of the fall of this one is the creator, his attitude, and the way he managed things in MetaZoo. Okay, so they said there's some people, other people, like I forgot the name, Andy or something. They are blaming those guys, the other guys from the team of MetaZoo. But for me, you have to blame the captain, the captain of the boat, because he was the one who hired the other guys. Even if you blame the artists, you can't blame them. They are selected by Mike Waddell, they were hired by Mike Waddell. So the blame will be on the creator and whatever you name him, the creator, manager, CEO, founder, president, whatever. He is the one to blame because he has the power to kick those people that are not performing well. Okay, so anyway, it was mismanaged. So now It was sold to MetaTwo. And the hearing of the Chapter 7 trustees application for order to approve the sale of this IP for debtor's asset is October 8th, which is today. The release of this video at 10 a.m. Probably I'm gonna release this before 10 a.m. So yeah, I hope so. That is the date of the start of the hearing, and we're gonna know it after, maybe it says 10 days after this one. We're gonna know the result, and within this month, we're gonna know. Okay, and we don't know if it can be approved or not, but I'm quite positive, guys, because they had issued, like 2 months ago, they issued a letter to those debtors. I think, what's the name of that one? The ones they owe money. I received the announcement from MetaZoo, and they're saying that if you receive this, something like that. The context is, we gotta pay you, something like that. Okay, but I think you also received those announcements, and I guess they had paid those who they have debt. Okay, so probably they have paid already. So who is the man behind MetaTwo and his network? Because we want to know if he's really competent to run MetaZoo, especially when it's already bankrupt and the people lost the trust in this IP. Because no doubt, guys, the IP is really good. Community, the artist, wow, the art is unique, really unique. So the man behind MetaTwo, which is, I've seen, there's a document from Nick's Pokemon, I think that's the channel, and there was a signature on the application of the hearing. The signature was from Tagut and Seagull and Seagull LLP. Then also the managing member of MetaTwo. So the managing member, it says they're managing member, not a founder, not the CEO. It says managing member. So that means they are a group of people in MetaTwo. So I was curious on, I want to know who are the members of MetaTwo, or maybe just, the network of MetaTwo. So I was looking at the name of the managing director or managing member. So the name is Charlie Herlocker. So Charlie Herlocker, I found out that if you go to LinkedIn, it's public. It's you can Google or go to LinkedIn and look for Charlie Herlocker. And I found out that Charlie Herlocker is the director of the business development of GameQbator Labs LLC. So GameQbator Labs LLC. So I was also searching for what is GameQbator Labs LLC. So this was established on September 2023. So I searched on the co-founders. Okay, I found out that there are two people who are co-founders in this one. If you look for the links on LinkedIn, the GameQbator Labs LLCs. It's a tongue twister for me. So there are two people involved in GameQbator Labs LLC. The co-founder is Richard Aarons and Emily Aarons. I'm not sure if they are related by, they're married or they're siblings, but they have the same family names. But they are the co-founder of that, okay? Which is Charlie Herlocker is involved in this GameQbator Labs, okay? So Charlie Herlocker created a company who is a managing member of that company, MetaTwo. So it's linked together. And who are these people? What are their experiences? I found out that Charlie Herlocker is a senior consultant for CCG. So CCG is Certified Collectibles Group. Okay, so he's in the collectibles, and also he's known for several, Pokemon. There's like a show that was he was in there, like a pawn shop, I think, pawn stars. Yeah. So let's talk about the timeline and the background of these people. So Emily and Richard Aarons founded GameQbator Labs LLC on September 2023. Then Charlie joined them on October 2023. That is based on their LinkedIn. So that means they are in one group, okay? They're in one company. What are their backgrounds, okay? So Emily was the senior vice president of the Pokemon Company International. So the senior vice president of international business for 13 years, and then the senior vice president in licensing, right? These are big guys. And Richard Aarons was the executive vice president of WotC for 8 years, since November 1993, okay? And then 8 years. And then he moved to the Pokemon the Pokemon Company International as the executive vice president as well for 21 years. These people are big guys. So these are involved in the GameQbator Labs LLC. And then Charlie created MetaTwo. So they are connected. They are friends, probably, right? They are colleagues in the GameQbator Labs. So GameQbator Labs is a company that creates or develops games. And one of them is digital and then physical cards, So I'm quite positive that MetaZoo will be in good hands with these guys. I'm not sure if there's other co-founder of GameQbator Labs, or maybe there are just 3 of them. Or 2 of them. There are other employees of GameQ Labs, but there's so many, I can't mention them everyone, but there's only 2 co-founders that I found on LinkedIn. So maybe there are investors with this ones, but I don't know. So they bought this MetaZoo, and they bought everything, the IPs, the assets, all the assets, and they're gonna manage this team after October 8th decision, okay? So in 10 days, we're gonna hear from other content creators and the community of MetaZoo. And the price, take note guys, the price of the first edition's Kickstarter will gonna boom again. And yeah, that's why I'm buying the ones that I don't have, the singles of the Nightfall, because Nightfall is printed 50,000 boxes, and it's sought after, guys. 50,000. And the next one was what was that? The Wilderness is 100,000. So I better get first the low print runs. The Nightfall, I have the first edition, which is only 25,000 first edition, but the Kickstarter is really, I think it's 12,000, or I'm not mistaken, 2,500, I guess. So I'm not sure about that, but yeah, it's gonna be big. It's gonna be a big one. And Emily is really an really can she's in the licensing, senior vice president, of the Pokemon Company International in licensing. So licensing in Asia, international, guys. This is international. So MetaZoo has a roadmap that is from I've seen that in from 2020 since it started up to 2027. Okay, remember that. And those involves Asian cryptids, then European cryptids. So it's gonna be big, guys. I hope the judge will approve the sale of this one, the $2,050,000. And once we have this news, eBay, we will gonna be busy with those products, and let's see how the price will be after that. Okay, so I hope that guys you learned something from me today, and yeah, I'll keep you updated, and just follow me, guys, if you want to know more about MetaZoo, sorcery, other indies, DCGs. All right, see you next time. This is Ben Trading Cards.